Okay, one of the Bay Area's most prominent employers says it is leaving California. Chevron announced today it is moving its headquarters from San Ramon to Houston, Texas. While the company says the move won't have an immediate impact on most employees, many business insiders are saying it is certainly having an impact on the perception of the Golden State. NBC Bay Area's Christy Smith explains.
One of the Bay Area's best-known companies says it's making a move. Chevron will shift its global headquarters to Houston, Texas, from San Ramon. Chevron's chairman and CEO spoke today on CNBC, trying to put the move into perspective.
Houston is the epicenter of our industry, and it's where our partners are, it's where suppliers are, it's where our key vendors are, and the universities we hire from. And actually, most of our employees are now in Texas. So we've had our headquarters gradually growing in Texas and gradually pulling down in California.
Much of Chevron's workforce is already out of the state. The oil giant has 7,000 workers in Houston and roughly 2,000 in San Ramon. The company said it expects all corporate functions to migrate to Houston over the next 5 years, but that there would be minimal immediate impact on San Ramon employees.
I think Chevron's move was not unanticipated.
Jim Wunderman is president and CEO of the Bay Area Council. He says the move is a bad look for the Golden State.
It underscores the challenge California faces in keeping companies in business and employment here.
It's the latest in a string of high-profile companies to leave California for more tax and regulation-friendly states.
I think that's going to continue to be a point of contention and conversation that we have to have in terms of our state policies. But I also think it means that we need to continue to be dogged in our belief around green energy.
Today, a spokesperson for Governor Gavin Newsom's office said in a statement, the announcement is a logical culmination of a long process that has repeatedly been foreshadowed by Chevron. We're proud of California's place as the leading creator of clean energy jobs, a critical part of our diverse, innovative, and vibrant economy. Christy Smith, NBC Bay Area News.
Relocation oil giant Chevron today announced it is moving. The global headquarters will relocate from San Ramon to Houston, Texas. ABC 7 News reporter Ansar Hassan has the details on the move.
For decades, Chevron has called San Ramon home. It's one of the largest companies in Contra Costa County. It's now moving to Texas.
Chevron has been very, very transparent with their headquarters in San Ramon that they weren't going to be leaving.
Candace Anderson is the vice chair for the Contra Costa County Board of Supervisors. She says it's tough anytime a city, county, or the state loses jobs and the tax base. She admits the Golden State's red tape makes it difficult for doing business, but says Chevron gained from operating in California as well.
They have fully embraced some of our most stringent clean air requirements in the Bay Area, our safety requirements in Contra Costa County.
In a statement to ABC 7 News, Chevron points to its 145 years in California, stating, quote, "We remain committed to our investments in California with our crude oil fields, technical facilities, refineries, retail stations, and renewable partnerships. The Richmond refinery, with more than 3,000 jobs, will continue to operate and keep the oil supply chain in effect."
I've seen many changes over the years I was at Chevron, and one of the ones that was kind of always hanging over our head was a potential move to Houston.
Carl Friedrich spent his entire career at Chevron, 10 years in San Ramon. He believes Chevron's move is practical. 7,000 jobs already moved to Houston, moving corporate headquarters just the final step. But he says being based in the Bay Area had a huge impact on the company's culture.
The company took on the progressive values in many ways that the Bay Area had. For example, many people don't remember that Chevron offered domestic partner benefits to same-sex couples before the state of California did.
This quarter was a little light due to some operational and other discrete items that impacted results.
Chevron missed second quarter earnings expectations Friday morning. Professor Amira Barger says competition from other states is luring businesses away, but she thinks California's green policies aren't the reason for the fossil fuels company's departure. She says there's pressure to boost profits.
One of the swiftest ways to do that is to take into account the tax base of the place in which you operate, right? Those regulatory and tax challenges certainly remain a competitive component.
Chevron will still be here in San Ramon for the next 5 years. This corporate park will be transformed into a housing development with more than 2,500 homes. In San Ramon, Ansar Hassan, ABC 7 News.
ABC 7 News took a deep dive into the trend toward Texas for our streaming special called California Dreamin' Moving to Texas. We followed 8 former Californians for an entire year. See the surprising things we learned about the supposed California exodus to the Lone Star State. This program is streaming on demand and on the ABC 7 Bay Area app, as well as our website, abc7news.com.
San Francisco.